Journey here, that Journey Chick on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. How is everybody today? Are you nice and snuggly warm in your Carole Baskins outfit? If you don't have a Carole Baskins outfit, you need one. Yes, it is National Wear Red Day, and I'll tell you why that is in a little while. So I decided to wear every shade of red that I had today. Good morning, guys. Good morning. First, let me apologize for yesterday. Let me tell you what happened. This is the craziest story. I decided, I'm going to do away with cable, which is, it's impossible. Impossible. Because I'm just going to pay for internet. Just going to pay for internet. So can't get anybody on the phone. So I'm on the internet and trying to get into my account. Can't get into my account. I'm really just trying to figure out what the heck the phone number is. So I finally get a representative to help me virtually, which, Crashly said that's the latest thing. So I'm running with it. So, I'm typing, she's typing. It's taking forever between responses, but I'm at work, so whatever. I got stuff to do. And I'm gonna paint while I talk. I almost finished this section. Oh, y'all can't see the dress. Yes. So we're moving over to this very last section way over here on the other side, which y'all really can't see. Trust me, it's there. So, where is it? Oh, cable. So, I tell the lady, my plan is up. I don't want cable anymore. I just want internet. So she's like, okay, well, let me see. Right now you have 300 megabytes per second. Let me see if if your modem will go up to 500. I'm like, oh, well, that's good, 500. How much is that? So I don't get a response. So she comes back and she said, yes, your modem will support 500. Okay, good. How much is that? So then I was paying $169 a month for 300 plus cable plus some movies and stuff. So she said, without all the movie channels, you can still have cable and the 500 for 139. So I'm thinking, no, 129. So I'm thinking, well, that's not a bad deal. Of course, right? This is how they get you. So I said, okay, let's do that. So we do that. So she resets the thing and, I go along my merry way. So yesterday morning, this was the day before yesterday. I'd already put up the morning show, and so yesterday I go to upload the morning show and it is crawling. Like it says 2.5 hours to upload. I'm like, what? Which turned into to be more like 5 hours to upload. So I call them back. And the guy I get somebody on the phone this time, and the guy explains to me that when you switch from 300 is the download speed. The upload speed with the 300 package is 30 megabytes per second. I'm like, well, that's what I had, so 500 should be better, right? No. If you get 500 megabytes per second, your upload speed goes down to 10. What? I'm paying more for more download speed, but you're giving me less upload speed. Isn't that something you should have told me? And why in the world would that be? But he says, we have the package for you. Oh boy, here it comes. For another $10 a month, you can get the super ultra mega, whatever it's called, which is 1,000 plus 35 upload speed. I'm like, fine, let's go with that. So now we're at 139. So I said, how much is it for just the super ultra mega whatever package with no cable? And he says, oh, $99. But in your area, it's $119. What? So I'm only saving $20 by getting the super ultra mega. So I said, fine, let's 129 or 119. 119 is fine. So he upgrades everything, and the upload is not, it's still crawling. We reset everything like 2-3 times. It's still crawling. So, long story short, well, I didn't really make that short, did I? It was still a long story. So, long story, they're sending out a technician today to find out why my upload speed. I have a feeling I need a different modem. I think my modem probably can't handle the super ultra mega whatever. So therein lies the saga. So I don't know when you guys will see this show today, but by the time you see it, the technician probably will be here. He's coming at 1, which is in the middle of my nap time. It's okay. I slept so long. I took 2 naps yesterday. I just didn't feel good. There was one point during the second nap, I was laying in bed and I could not wake up. I kept thinking, I got to get up. I have to get up. Couldn't do it. Couldn't wake up. I guess I was just overtired. I don't know. I just haven't felt like myself the last couple of days. Nothing specific. I just feel tired. And it could be my thyroid. I need to get to the doctor and get all my levels and stuff checked, and I haven't done that in feels like 100 years. But I'm sure it's been at least 6 months or more since I've done that. Anyway. Which brings me to the driver's license situation. I still haven't got the birth certificate mailed to me, so I guess I was scammed by those people, and I'm not going to get it. And I'm going to go in my bank account and see if I can challenge that charge if it's not too late. Just to say that company was fraudulent, because I haven't gotten the birth certificate, and I'll go the other route and try to get it directly from, the place I'm supposed to get it from. So, all right. So we said it was National Wear Red Day. See, I said it right that time. Why is that? Because do you know that the #1 killer of women in this country, if you were to guess what it is, it's heart attacks. Yes. So this is a campaign so that you are familiar with the symptoms of a heart attack, and it's more of a campaign to get you to your doctor. Like I just said, I haven't been in a long time. I need to go. The biggest way you can reduce your chance of having a heart attack is to get to your doctor. Know what your numbers are. I take a cholesterol medication because my cholesterol is high. And so, I'm doing what I can to prevent that. I had an aunt who died of a massive heart attack in a grocery store parking lot. She was in her 40s. Yeah. So it's no joke. Which is interesting because my mother doesn't have heart disease, which is great. Neither did my dad. But it's definitely in the family. Now, I don't eat a lot of red meat. like I'll eat hamburger maybe once a week. Other than that, it's like chicken, 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 chicken all the time because I don't like fish. Yeah. So, and so wear your red. Support the National Heart Association in educating women to get to their doctors, know your numbers, and do what you can to reduce your risk of heart disease. So we're not dying. Anyway, this is what I was working on last night. I wanted to show you guys. I was listening to the book club book, and which is Naked in Death by J.D. Robb, which is really Nora Roberts. So this is on the Flexi Loom. It is going to be a hooded cowl in this gorgeous bright yellow. So this is just a knit stitch back and forth, which is what the pattern calls for. And I have to keep doing it till it gets to be 27 centimeters. So I've got a ways to go. But so soft. It's going to be super pretty. And you know, when it's like that, it looks, oh my God, that's so small. But you open it up and you think, oh no, that's not small at all, because this is only half of the hood. You do this. This pattern is done in halves, and then you put them together. So this will be half the hood, and then I'll do half of the cowl, and then I will do another half. I'll section, take this off the hook, the loom, and I'll do the second half, and then you sew them together, the two halves. So it looks small, but it's not. Just hope I have enough yarn. I might have to go get another skein of this bright yellow. I have one right over there, but and this is I think it's a Lion brand. It is a Lion brand, 6 bulky. So let's put that over there. Go back to diamond painting. Now, there is another national day I just could not go without mentioning. It is National Shower with a Friend Day. I don't need to say anything about it except that it's that kind of a day. It's really to bring attention to, winter is, these are the shortest day, there's the shortest amount of daylight. They want you to conserve water. It's Valentine's month, so why not shower with a friend? If I showered with my little friend, he'd melt because I like my water hot. But I don't have a friend to shower with. Have you ever showered with a friend? Ooh, it's fun. Well, it can be fun. Anyway, that's enough about that. Okay, back to the show. Okay. So let's turn the iPad on and talk about this day in history. I was only going to talk about one day, but then another day brought up a word that I did not know. So we'll talk about that one first. So on this day in history, I have fuzz on me from that yarn. Georgia, in 1777, they abolish, now here's the word, primogeniture. Primogeniture and entail. Now, I'm going to look up those words because I don't know what the heck that means. Well, I do because it told me, but I want to use my Oxford Dictionary app because it's cool. Oxford, and he'll tell me how to pronounce that word. Okay. Primo, if I spell it right, geniture, I think. Okay, go. All right, let's see how we can say it. Oh, stop. I don't want to upgrade. Oh, apparently I have to upgrade for that? No, I don't. don't want premium. I just want you to tell me how to pronounce the word. Oh, apparently if I want to hear him pronounce the word, now I have to upgrade to premium. I'm not going to do that. So what this means, and I don't know all those squiggly lines, how to pronounce something. So it's a noun, the state of being the firstborn child. I was the firstborn child. It's the right of succession belonging to the firstborn child, especially the feudal rule by which the whole real estate of an intestate passed to the eldest son. So that's what it means. If you die, your eldest son gets everything. That's what it means. I wish it would tell me. No, it's not going to tell me. It wants me to upgrade. No, not upgrading. Sorry. Primogeniture. That's what we're going to call it. I don't know if I'm butchering the word or not. And then the entail part of it means that it pretty much the same thing, that, that if there's any land in that estate, the oldest son gets it. So Georgia abolished that, and they went pretty much with what, yeah, it's getting hot in here. They went with what everybody else was going with, which is, what we have now, which is that the estate is divided equally amongst all the children, which makes sense. So if you die with some land, it's divided between all your children. I have 3 kids. No, I have 2 kids. What am I talking about? I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids. So if I die, everything's divided equally amongst them, except for my life insurance, which goes to one child versus the other. Just because I don't know why I made it that way. I just did. And if they're watching this show, they're just hearing about that now, and I'm going to get a call. Why am I not on your life insurance? Because you haven't called me since Christmas. And that was my way of getting back at you. I don't know. Anyway, nobody's ever getting that life insurance, to be sure, right? All right. Well, I'm being silly today. What else happened this day in history? Well, I actually saw this next story on Dateline. So when I saw it come up on this day in history, I remembered it. So this couple, Josh and Susan Powell, they have 2 small boys, and they have a friend over for dinner or breakfast. I don't remember. Maybe it was breakfast. Anyway, this friend is over there for breakfast, and she said that Josh did the cooking for his wife, and that he made her, eggs and bacon and blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards, she said she felt really tired. She's going to go lay down. So the friend, I need the light pad. Oh, that's so much better. She goes lay down, take a nap. The friend leaves. That is the last time anybody sees Susan Powell. She disappears. So, nobody sees this woman, and the husband and the 2 boys disappear as well. But they come home the next day, and everybody's like, hey, where you been? And he says, oh, I took the boys camping. And they're like, it's freezing outside. Why would you take these 2 little boys camping? And he's like, well, I wanted to test my generator. And they're like, oh, okay. And the 2 little boys are really too young to interview and, to say, where did you go? What did you do? At least at that point, they don't ask the little boys anything. So, and he's like, where's your wife? And he's like, I don't know. So, of course, he's a suspect. So, he goes to, he moves out, he packs up all of his stuff, moves out of his house. I'm trying to see what day in history this was. I need to, that would be relevant, right? Okay. Hold on. I'm Still looking at that funny word, primogeniture. We learned a new word today. Okay, it was in 2012. Well, she disappeared in 2009. I'll tell you what happened in 2012. We'll get to that because it's super sad. And if you know this story, you know where this is going. And this was out of Utah. So, he moves in with his father, who's this total wackadoo. There was some kind of, his father went to jail for, kiddie porn. And he was just weird. And meanwhile, the court gives custody of the sons because of all this stuff going on with the father, and something's just not right in this family. So they give custody to the grandparents, but they let Josh, the husband, have supervised visitation of these children. So in 2012, he is renting this home. He no longer lives with his father. His father's in jail. He rents this home, and the social worker goes to this home for a supervised visitation. So when she gets to the door, he lets the boys in, and he does not. He blocks the social worker, will not let her in the house. Closes the door, locks it, and she hears the boys screaming. She's calling 911. They're not coming. And if you watch the Dateline, you can hear the 911 call. It is haunting, because what is happening in that house is so horrific. And that's what happened this day in history in 2012. He actually takes an axe, kills both boys, and then sets the entire house on fire, killing everyone, including himself. So, that's the end of the story. No one ever sees Susan again. They never find her body. And I'm sure that poor social worker is just haunted to this day about this whole thing. I think they did interview her on Dateline, and she was a wreck. The poor thing, a wreck. It's just a horrible story. And if you watch the Dateline episode, it's really, the grandparents actually sued. I believe they sued the state for their part in this. I could be wrong. I believe they sued somebody, and they won a bunch of money, which doesn't replace those grandchildren, but really horrible. Anyway. I know. Why these horrible stories, Rebecca? Well, it's true crime, and who doesn't love true crime? I love true crime. Yeah, and I don't remember the name of the Dateline episode. I wish I did, but anyway, it's Josh and Susan Powell. They eventually interview the little boys, before they were killed, obviously. The little boys say that, Mommy was with us on the camping trip. She was in the trunk of the car, and that Mommy and Daddy went for a walk, and Mommy didn't come back. So of course, he killed his wife, All right, I'm done with this color. So now I've got to get into y'all can't see what I'm saying. Let me show you where I'm at, because otherwise you're like, what is she talking about? Okay, here we go. Light pad off. All right, so we're done with the dress here. I just fill in some black there. And then I got to work on this tree trunk and then the tulips. And then we're going to go all the way up here. Let's see how much more we have left. Oh, is it a lot more? I think it is. Holy moly. I got to get going on this thing so we can start another Alice, right? Yes, I've got this whole thing up to the top to go. There's the Cheshire Cat. Oh, yeah, well, we got a bit more, don't we? So, you know what I think we're going to do at this point? We're going to take the bottom part and roll it. Let me do this. Okay. We're going to roll up just the bottom. We'll put the clips here. That way, when we turn it over, we have access to more of the painting. I can actually probably roll this a little bit more. Always roll it with the diamonds outward, guys. Yep. All right. That's probably good enough right there. So we can finish up this area and then roll it up even more. That way now I can reach this part. And we'll try to move this along, get it done. I will be finishing up Sledding into Town this weekend. And then I have an Alice that I had already started last year from the Willowing Arts Company that I'll get out to finish up. And that'll be my whip project for the next whip, because I want to finish a lot of my whips. I don't know how realistic that is, but you know, it is what it is, because I have taken a shine to crochet and loom knitting, and I just love it. So I'm dividing my time between the three crafts: crochet, loom knitting, and diamond painting. So it's kind of funny. I'll let Tootsie out, out in the backyard, which is that door right there, and I'll sit here and diamond paint while she's outside, and then she'll come scratch on the door, and then we'll go do something else. But I have that book on tape. I need to turn it on, come diamond paint, get some stuff done. There's not enough time in the day for everything, is there? Man. I'm up to date on my crochet temperature blanket. I'm like, well, not up to date, but I'm like 2 days behind. And the loom temperature blanket, because I started over, what I'm doing is every day I do more than one row. I do at least 2 rows so I can catch up. So that's going well. I'm almost done with January on that one. So the weatherman, woman, whatever, predicts that tomorrow we are going to be getting snow, and it is going to be the coldest day that we've had this winter, and that like bitter cold, like in the below 10 degrees for the low temperature, which means I will be down on the lowest temperature of my temperature blanket, which is cool, because I haven't done that too much with the loom blanket, and I do want to get some of that low temperature color in there. This color here, I think right now I only have one day that it was below 20 degrees, so we're going to get at least a week of this temperature. The highs are going to be, that's where the highs are going to be. Now I have to qualify this because the weatherman doesn't always get it right. And I'm supposed to take Malia to a volleyball tournament tomorrow. Now, I don't know if it's a game or a tournament. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a tournament, because that's a huge commitment. I'll have to bring some crochet. Because her father is busy, her parents are busy doing something. So unless they cancel it because of the snow, because we're going to get a lot of snow tomorrow. So, but when I say that to my son, he always laughs at me. Mom, it's not going to happen. I don't think he believes the weatherman. He'll be like, nah, Mom, it's going to be a beautiful day. I go over to my son's house. They're all in shorts, you know. I've got my hat on, my Carol Baskins jacket, and they're all in shorts. When I was watching them, you know, in the past, you know, I've watched them when their parents go out of town, I would have to send them back to their rooms. No, you are not wearing shorts to school today. I don't care what you say. So I know they put the shorts on under their pants. You know, I'm not stupid. I would send them back to the room. Put on pants. Yes. Okay. Pants. Yes. Pants. Thank you. Not shorts. Those crazy kids. Okay. That's the show. I don't know when you're going to see it today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope like you're not sitting at dinner watching this because my internet is going to be that slow. Hopefully maybe it fixed itself overnight. Fingers crossed. Anyway, guys, this is Friday night. Friday, TGIF. Do, 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 do. So, Mickey Sunshine Creates, 7 p.m. Central Time. 8 p.m. is my good friend J-Rob. DP Addiction Adventures. It'll be fun. I'll see you there in the lives, guys. So say hello to me if you see me. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning show. Bye, everybody.